Time once again for a Kissin' Country Christmas Wish brought to you by Collin Bruce Mortgage Team. Yes, they're incredible people and they're helping us do some incredible things. Again, if you're just tuning in, Tanya and Debbie are here. They nominated a very special family separately. We're going to get to that in a moment. Matt, set the scene. Where are you?
Okay, we're at the 6th floor of the Mazakowski at the PICU where Hudson currently is. And we know that both Brian and Robin are hanging out with him right now. But Todd, Hudson's uncle, is in on it. He's going to bring us to us. This is the first time they bring the surprise to us.
Okay. So again, Stollery, little Hudson's an 8-year-old boy, and we're going to find out in moments exactly the hell that he's been going through along with his family and an entire community. And Debbie and Tanya are going to surprise Mom and Dad, Brian and Robin. They've been at the hospital with him 24 hours a day for the last number of weeks. How long has it been?
5.5.
5.5
Wow.
weeks. 5.5 weeks, okay, from the day that this started when a healthy 8-year-old got diagnosed with the flu, and it was so much more than that. Are you ready to go?
We're ready to go, kid. I sent Todd the text. Hey, Robin?
Yeah?
Hi, Robin. And Brian?
Oh my god.
Yes. How's it going, guys?
Good, how are you?
I'm wonderful. My name's Matt from Kissin' Country. I have something special on the phone for you, okay? Okay, Brian, you're up first. And then you're going to get the phone after Robin, all right?
Okay.
Okay, here you go, Brian.
Hello?
Hi, Brian. It's Chris Sheets and Jacqueline Sweeney from Kissin' Country. We're not the special people.
No.
Well, you're kind of special, right?
Well, first of all, father to father, I just want to say, man, I've been following your story, and you know what, just absolutely devastated for you and your family, but so happy to hear that things are coming around.
That's awesome. Thank you.
We've got some special people in the studio with us today, and there's a person named Debbie. Do you know a Debbie? Do you work with a Debbie?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Now he's getting nervous.
Uh-oh.
Debbie is here. And Debbie has something that she'd like to say to you. In fact, it's something she sent to our radio station, and she's been waiting, and she's going to just nail this right now. Go ahead, Debbie.
Hey, Brian.
Hi.
So I submitted in for the Kissin' Country Christmas Wish on your behalf, and I just want to read you my submission.
Okay.
So it says, Brian is a wonderful boss. He's a true leader and compassionate and supportive with all the staff who've been struggling with something over the past year. But now his family is struggling. Over a month ago, Brian's 12-year-old daughter and 8-year-old son, Hudson, both came down with the flu. Although his daughter recovered after just a few days, the same could not be said for Hudson. Hudson has been fighting for his life at the Stollery since October 21st, and Brian and his wife have been living every parent's nightmare. Within hours of Hudson's admission, he was placed on life support, and doctors confirmed that Hudson was fighting H1N1. Then, to make things worse, he contracted a bacterial infection causing a severe case of bilateral pneumonia in addition to sepsis shock. Through updates from coworkers, we found out that Hudson had a 50-50 chance of surviving the ordeal, which broke all of our hearts. Brian has been absent from work to be by his son's side at the Stollery. Brian's wife, Robin, has not left the hospital since Hudson was admitted. And despite everything the family's been going through, they've focused on raising awareness and promoting flu vaccines and not their own financial issues. Although Hudson has been making improvements, he's not out of the woods yet. It'll be a slow road to recovery to see his mobility get better, with skin grafts and muscle transplants coming. Doctors also may need to amputate one of his legs from the knee down. In support of Hudson's recovery and to express gratitude to the staff at the Stollery, there has been a T-shirt fundraising campaign started by some family members. All the proceeds from the sales of the T-shirts will be split between Hudson's family receiving 80% and the Stollery receiving 20%. Brian, everyone at work has been keeping you and your family in their thoughts. I'm so glad to hear that Hudson is starting the slow road to recovery. Entering your family in the Christmas Wish contest through Kissin' was the least that I could do to give Hudson and the rest of your family something to look forward to. I would also like to thank Chelsea, Todd, and Teresa, as the three of you have been instrumental in helping us organize today's events.
Wow. I'm speechless.
We're going to give you a second to kind of take that all in, and you're going to pass the phone to your beautiful wife, who hasn't left the hospital, I understand, since this happened on October 21st, and she's going to talk to another special guest in the studio.
Okay, just 1 second. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, Robin.
Hi.
This is probably really confusing.
Yeah.
It's going to make sense in a moment. We just had Debbie talk to Brian, Debbie that works with your husband, and now a special friend of yours is in the studio as well. Do you know somebody by the name of Tanya?
Yes.
All right, Tanya.
Hi, Robin.
Hi.
You're an amazing person, and I just want to go over why I nominated you for the Cisn Christmas Wish. I know the Peddler family through Robin, as I have worked with Robin for 8 years at the city of Spruce Grove, which is where we have also become good friends. Robin would bring her son Hudson into the office after school once in a while, and he would visit with us, and we would load him up with whatever treats we could find. He was even in our office the Wednesday before the weekend that he was admitted to the hospital. That weekend, on Sunday, October 21st, this typically very energetic little boy with the most beautiful big brown eyes that you would ever see and who loves all types of sports, especially hockey, was admitted to the Stollery Children's Hospital after feeling unwell for a couple of days. Within a few hours of his admission to the pediatric ICU, Hudson was placed on life support, surrounded by a skilled team of medical professionals who fought to save this amazing little boy. He was diagnosed with H1N1, severe bilateral pneumonia, and septic shock. After 19 days on life support, this little warrior was well enough to come off life support, but remained on a ventilator for another 6 days. He has undergone more procedures than anyone should have to go through at such a tender age, but he continues to amaze his medical team. He is a warrior, but his life will be forever changed. Robin is a beautiful person inside and out, as she is the type of person that would do anything for anyone. When Hudson became ill and began the battle for his life at the Stollery Children's Hospital, this was the first time that she couldn't do anything to help someone. She would give anything to help her poor little boy or would trade spots with him in a second. I feel that she is a perfect candidate for the Cisn Christmas Wish, as the past 5.5 weeks have been awful for her and her family, and they just need something good to cheer them up and to see that good does happen to good people, even in trying times. We are all praying for Hudson, as complications from the H1N1 has made his fight even more difficult, and know that he is a strong little boy and he has to get through this. Robin, we, as your work family and friends, just want you, Brian, Hudson, and Lauren to know that we are 100% on this journey with you and will do anything to help and support you financially, through prayer, or positive vibes. We love you, Robinita. And I also want to say happy birthday to you.
Thanks, Tanya.
Wow. Can you put the phone on speakerphone, if you don't mind, so both you and Brian can listen? I know that was tough probably to hear. It was tough for everybody to hear as well, but this has been an amazing story with, I've followed it from afar, and what I've got was that the whole community that you're in, whether it was the hockey community or the work community or the family or just the neighbors, have all kind of rallied around you, which needs to happen in a case like this, right?
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah, it has been amazing. And, these guys talked about, Hudson's passion for hockey and his passion for the Oilers, and the fact that this little boy kind of likes a guy named 97 a little bit, to put it mildly, and I think the whole family does. So one part of your Kissin' Country Christmas Wish, thanks to our good friends at Collin Bruce Mortgage, at the mortgage team, we're going to, and I think Matt's going to give them to you now. We've got the McDavid jerseys for all of you, which is going to be really cool. And as soon, the day that your son can go to an Oiler game, he's going to go to an Oiler game as our guest, and your family is going to be treated like royalty.
Oh my God, you guys.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you guys have this Hudson Strong T-shirt thing that started, that these ladies made reference to. Is that right? And I understand that I think about 200 of these shirts have been sold, and I think there's some cool things going on here. But you guys, considering what you're going through, you still appreciate the Stollery so much that you wanted to give a portion of the money to the Stollery Children's Hospital, which, as you know, is near and dear to our heart each and every day. And so what we have done with our good friends at United Sport and Cycle, they've agreed to become the distributor for these Hudson Strong T-shirts. And I know that the ladies are wearing one. I've got one right here. I'm just going to show to the camera. These T-shirts, you're selling them for $20. They're still available online. But United Sport and Cycle, as of today, are going to make these available right at the front of their store. And we're going to sell as many of these things as possible. And to start it off, Collin Bruce Mortgage Team has bought 500 shirts. to stock up that United Sport and Cycle. And let's see if we can sell those shirts out in about 2 days.
Yes.
And then continue on and continue on and continue on. When you have to stop your life, and you have to stop your life when something happens to your child or your family, I mean, all of a sudden there's all sorts of other expenses. Parking at the hospital alone is ridiculous. So we're going to help as much as we can with the help of all of your partners, with the people that started this T-shirt thing, and let's see how many of these T-shirts we can sell for you and also the Stollery Children's Hospital. How does that sound?
That's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much.
Yeah, speechless.
You guys have a whole community around you and loving you and cheering on Hudson.
Yeah, we have definitely been overwhelmed, completely overwhelmed by everyone's love and support. And we've shared as much as we can with Hudson. Yeah, it's just been unreal.
So what you need to do now is get him out of that hospital and get him to that Oiler game.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
The plan.
And I guarantee you the Oilers will be waiting.
Yeah, well,
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
we don't know when that will be, but we're gonna work hard to, you know, make it this season.
They got a few more games. They'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. All right. All the best, guys. Our prayers to Hudson. And Hudson Strong, get your shirts now. Let's see how many of these shirts we can sell and how much money we can raise for the Stollery, as well as what's going on in your world.
Well, thank you. You guys
Thank
are
you
amazing.
to
You guys are
everyone.
amazing.
Bye, Robin. Love you. See you, Brian.
I have the check that's going to buy those 500 T-shirts. That's going to go in the front of United Sport and Cycle.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you
Our
so much,
pleasure.
you guys. Thank you so much.
That's
You have
amazing.
no idea.
Get Hudson better.
This is awesome.
Hey Hudson, how you doing, buddy? So Hudson, my name's Matt. I'm from Cisn country. We're able to do something pretty cool for your family. So we gave your mom and dad, you and your sister, we gave you guys some new Oiler jerseys. Connor McDavid, because he's your favorite player, right? Yeah? And then we're going to help you guys out. We're going to sell lots of your Hudson Strong T-shirts, so we can give back to you guys and to the Stollery. How's that sound? Good, yeah.
Look at that, buddy. Oh,
Look at this, Hudson.
Isn't that awesome? That's pretty awesome, eh?
Look at this, yours, buddy.
Isn't that awesome?
We got a little big so you can grow into it.
What do you say?
No problem, buddy.
For sale.
Let's look at give us a check. Right? $2,500 to buy T-shirts to sell.
Okay.
Isn't that awesome? Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it, bud?
And you get to pick the Oiler game you want to go to.
Isn't that awesome?
You get to go to an Oiler game.
So they probably want to see it beat Calgary, right? Yeah.
That's over here. Yeah. Can you say thank you? Big, huge thank you.
Thanks again to the Collin Bruce Mortgage team for making this amazing wish for Hudson happen. We've got Brian, Robin, Mom and Dad, and Tracy and Todd who helped out with the wish. These are the T-shirts right here. I want to see these everywhere in Edmonton. You can buy them now. United Sport and Cycle, okay? Now time for my favorite part of every video, the group hug. All right. Awesome.